Hey folks, Cool18 here, bringing you another audio commentary for League of Legends. This time, it's another replay sent in to me by Shasokaisel4, who's playing as Akali. I'm really excited about that, because Akali is not a character I play. I'm hoping my voice holds out until the end of this replay, because I've actually got a cold right now, I've got kind of a sore throat. And I may have to mute the video if I'm going to sneeze or cough, so I'm sorry if there's any breaks in the action here. So yeah, really excited to see this Akali video. I have never played Akali myself, so this is going to be really interesting to see from this perspective. That's going to happen all game, and I'm sorry guys, but my head is just like blah, and my throat is like ah, and my nose is like so. Looks like they've got a Shaco on our team that is going to be going after the red buff using the Jack of the Box. And it's really interesting. He actually set a Jack of the Box, as you can see right there, by the like the ghost spawn, the banshee spawn. I don't know what you call it. I guess to spot in case anyone comes after him. So that's kind of interesting, because Shaco, of course, very, very good at getting that initial jungle off by stacking a bunch of Jack-in-the-Boxes somewhere. But it is going to be a little harder for him to do if he's down one box by using it for the scout, but it may be worthwhile. I don't know what a summoner spells is, maybe he's got smite. So it looks like Akali's going middle. I definitely see that happen a lot, and I think it's a great idea. She's definitely one of those characters that... she's very kind of snowball-y. I find, you know, if she has a mediocre start, then you can just discount her the whole game. But if she starts out mid, she get that level advantage, and, you know, she can turn that into a gank or two, and then she just starts destroying everyone, because her ultimate is that sort of dart forward move. It makes it impossible to run away from her. I don't know what that means. It may mean they got a kill on Gragas, I guess. See, now I'm gonna have to get out the, you know, the language DVDs and learn German so I can do these replays better. And at the same time, I gotta learn Korean so I can watch those awesome StarCraft replays. Oh, Shaco's coming around. They're gonna get a gank on Ezreal, maybe. Now, Shaco's got to be careful. He's only at about 1/3 health, so that's gonna be a little bit risky. But if they can pull this off, it's gonna be awesome. Of course, if they don't go soon, then all Shaco is doing is sort of stealing XP off of Akali. Not that it's the end of the world if that happens. In fact, if Ezreal was really paying attention here, he'd noticed he's leveled already, and Akali hasn't. It's a subtle thing, and I don't know if I'd ever catch it in game, but that's a clear hint. Oh, here we go. Here comes Shaco. He's got the red buff, too. Red buff, perfect for ganking. Doing some nice damage there. He's a little slow. I don't think they're going to be able to kill him, though, because Shaco actually had to run away. And I'm going to mute this for a sec here. There we go, had to blow my nose. God, I hate being sick. Doesn't mean I get to stay home, because I'm just feeling miserable, and I don't want to infect anyone else with this disease. It's just a cold, but, you know, whatever. It does mean I get to do some extra commentaries until my voice gives out, but I don't know. I think I might just do this one, then go and get myself some tea and lie down for a little while. Alright, there's not too much action going on right now, so let me pull up Akali's abilities, and I don't want to go into them too in-depth, because of course anyone can just look up these abilities on the website, or in-game, or whatever the hell. But she's kind of cool. She's built up to be... Riot has designed her with the intention that she's to be a hybrid character, because she's got a passive that gives you bonuses based on both your AP, ability power, and your AD, your attack damage. The more you get of both, the more it helps the other side. So for all ability power you get, your auto attacks hit stronger. And for all attack damage you get spell vamp, which is pretty cool. What happened to Shaco? Oh, okay. Oh, maybe that was First Blood? And he killed Teemo? I don't know. Still, it looks like their Shaco's good. Very opportunistic. It always makes me sad when you see a Shaco or any of these other really, really ganky characters like Twitch not go out to get ganks. Like this is your purpose. Early game, you are going to get kills because that's your contribution. Late game, you don't have the big, powerful AoEs for group fights. You're not super tanky. You know, you don't have stuns really. Shaco does have the Jack in the Box, but you really have to get those ganks. That's super, super important. So, next ability that she's got, her Q ability is Mark of the Assassin. She throws her comma at an enemy, it deals damage, and it marks the target. And if you hit the marked target, which you can see on Ezreal right there with the little swirly thing above his head, if you hit the marked target, he takes extra damage. Twilight Shroud, oh, this is her signature ability, where she throws her smoke bomb down at the ground, and then so long as she's in there, she is stealth. Like, if she attacks, it breaks stealth, but it'll re-stealth her a second later, plus your enemies are slower in there. It's a very cool ability, it's a great escape tool, it's a great way to help you get ganks. Ooh, Shaco coming in again. Don't think we're going to be able to get a kill. Yeah, that Ezreal's really on the ball in terms of escaping. And Ezreal's very hard to kill. It's one of the things that makes him so strong. Because he's got... Oh, God. He's got that, that little blink teleport move that allows him to get away from a lot of situations. Her third basic ability, Crescent Slash, is just an AoE attack around her. Does let her farm a lot, and does a lot of damage in group fights. It's very impressive. And then finally, yeah, you got the Shadow Dance, which, there's a few champions that have ultimates like this. Instead of having very long cooldowns, they have charges that stack up. And to actually cast your ability, the ability has a very short cooldown, but uses a stack. So her Shadow Dance ability maxes out at 3 stacks, so she can use that I don't know, dart forward move 3 times in a row fairly quickly. But it does take a while for those stacks to build back up. But I think it's really good because it means you'll usually, you know, if you're in a situation where you need to use it more often, you've got it, and then, you know, you just lay low for a little while. It's not like, oh, you just used your ultimate, now you gotta wait 2 minutes for it to come up again. So it gives you a little bit more options. You know, maybe you'll only use it once a minute, or maybe you'll use it 3 times in 10 seconds, and then nothing at all for, you know, 3 minutes. I don't know how long it takes for a stack to come back. Nice gank coming up here. We've got an exhaust coming down on Xin Zhao. Apparently that's how you pronounce it. I keep saying Jin or something. I think it's supposed to be Sin. Maybe I'm getting it wrong once again. We'll see. Nice double kill. Well, I don't know if it was double kill, but they did kill both heroes. Excellent, excellent start. I'm very curious. So she got some money saved up now. She got 1,600. She's low on health. I'm expecting... Yeah, there's the recall. I'm really curious to see what her build is going to be. And I'm saying her because it's a female character. You know, I don't know what gender the player is. Probably male, but I do like to say her. Okay, interesting. Okay. Wow, that is a lot of little items. Interesting that she's not going for completing an item. Just getting little components here and there. I like that she started with the Doran's Shield. I'm a big fan of Doran's Shield. Very, very good item, especially in the middle. If you're going solo, that health regen really helps you stay in that lane where you don't really have the ability to fall back behind a partner. It gives you a little bit of survivability, which is important early on. And, you know, Akali is a relatively squishy character. And it's not going to be getting much in the way of tank items. So this really gives her a substantial boost in survivability that she would normally not have, because you're just not going to get those sort of defensive items. Although she has picked up a magic resistance item in this particular situation. So she got Boots 1, she's got a Blasting Wand, so that's a boost to her AP, which is going to help her abilities nuke more, but also, because of her passive, is going to help her auto attacks more. Is she going to be able to get Teemo in time? I don't think so. No, he's definitely gone at this point. Oh, but Malazar is quite low, and they're going to be able to manage something here. Tarek in front, Shaco's going to help in the back. If they can force him back behind the tower, it'll be good. Or if they can get a stun, it'll be very interesting. I'm sure Malzahar is going to die here. Just a question of exactly how are they going to pull it off. If Malazar has his ultimate online, he is level 6, although he's low on mana. And I don't know his cooldown is up. If he's got his ultimate, it could be very fatal to engage in tower range. But... is she just going to go for blue buff? No, blue buff is gone. What is going to happen? Go back to the middle, trying to get Ezreal. So Ezreal and Akali are both level 8. What are you doing? I don't think you're going to be able to get a kill on Ezreal because he's got such a great escape mechanic. Akali's got a fantastic chase mechanic. If you get low and you try to run from Akali, it's just never going to work. She is going to kill you. Okay, there we go. Shaco stealthed in. She comes in, uses her ultimate to engage, drops her smoke bomb. They are chasing here, and he is low, but no, can't do it. That is, what, the third time they try to kill him with this pair? What they really need is a stun. You know, maybe if Tarek was around? I don't know. She is doing some pretty good job of harassing. Of course, she's getting harassed back a little bit. Looks like Shaco's going after Dragon. Very important to farm that Dragon as often as possible. It is really substantial. It gives your team so much gold and so much XP. Really valuable. A team that controls the Dragon tends to do much better in the game. Of course, part of it is you sort of need a little bit of an advantage to be able to go after the Dragon safely. Just killing those minions pretty effectively. I think that's one of the strengths that Akali has, is with her Crescent Blade, she can farm pretty well, and really start to rack up that money mid-game. She does have 3 charges up on her ultimate. So, how much damage does it do? It does, from 10 to 250 damage, depending on rank, and 0.5 per ability power, which is not, it's not bad scaling, considering she can use it so often. I can't see what the cooldown is. It doesn't, on the sheet, on the page that I'm at, it's not telling me the timing of her ability.